And good morning, crowd. Welcome. It's our. Thank you. And thank you for coming to the ninth edition of the ISTA conference. Um, are you settled? Did you wake up? Do you have some coffee going?
Enough small talk. I'll wake you up. I'll ask you a question. All right, guys, raise your hands if you still, on a daily or weekly basis, are executing test plans manually. There's a few hands, a few more than I expected, actually, but you know, we got to be honest with you. You're now the minority. And that wasn't the case 9 years ago when we ran the first iteration of ISTA. You know, but the needs back then were different. It was for processes, especially testing, to be automated. But we all evolved for the past 9 years, and ISTA has evolved with us. Do you know what the ISTA abbreviation currently stands for? No. Okay. ISTA stands for Innovation in Software Technology and Automation. And it used to be Innovation in Software Test Automation, just as you pointed out. But 9 years ago, the key concept of ISTA, the key word in the abbreviation was test. And now, the key word in ISTA is actually innovation. Over the years, Bulgaria changed, the landscape changed. Bulgaria turned from a low-cost development location to a place hosting key development centers for some of the largest software companies in the world. Our country has top-notch talent. And that's been recognized. Companies globally turned their tactical operations here in Bulgaria into strategic ones. And that's solely because of the progress that all of you have made. And we can proudly say that ISTA is hosting the best talent in the world in terms of participants. Hence, today we're no longer talking about manual testing to automation switch. We covered the entire spectrum of the software development lifecycle. Topics like best practices in software development, emerging technologies, still automation, user experience, agile project management, and more. And now, these topics have already become relevant to all of you. This is exactly the type of content that we want to bring you.
And when we talk about we, who are we? Many years ago, 5 companies came together for the benefit, hopefully, of the entire community. My colleague Konstantin comes from and represents Introgistics. I holler back from VMware. We have our esteemed colleagues from SAP, Musalasoft, and also Experian, in no particular order, here with us. And so we decided to do something fairly unique. We decided to band together, and while we are partners, we realized that we do compete for something, and that something is talent. So what we decided then was to make this conference a no open recruiting conference.
No recruitment? So what's in it for me?
Well, innovation. So, all right, let me put it this way. Of course, all of you, you're here also to build your network. I mean, there is that much you can do alone. There is much more you can do together. But also, you're here to have a safe space to discuss technologies, some future trends. Like, for example, in 2016, we started talking about containers. And how many of you were there when we started first broaching that subject? And a number. How many of you that were there actually thought that container technology and the related software around it is going to be part of your day-to-day routines these days. Um, this, combined with other topics, are going to be precisely the things that we hope to bring to the community these next 2 days.
And speaking of community, this event would actually not be possible with only the 5 companies that organize it. There's actually a lot more companies represented in Bulgaria that help ISTA become a fact, that help us organize it. And I gotta thank Axway, SB Tech, Tiebreak Solutions, Progress Software, Little Digital, Milestone Systems, Lean Plum, Isobar, Ocado, Devolo, and SafeCharge for their assistance that they gave us this year.
And of course, making a conference, and I do need my list for this, also requires our other partners, partners such as Exactway, Sofia Event Center, Super Hosting BG, Johnny Walker, Nestle, Dolce Gusto, Party Ogledao, Shoot My Conference, Devon. All of these partners that make, well, the experience tasty, palatable, good, and all the rest.
And now, внимание, внимание. Some housekeeping announcements. So this is room beta. I know it's confusing. The other one is room alpha. You may think it's the other way around. And for all of you, I know you're very active on social media. I know you have your media of choice, or all of them, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever. So when you post pictures, stories, or anything from the conference, you can use hashtag ISTACon 2019, and you may as well leave tomorrow with a set of brand new luggage. Only the luggage, though. The lady stays.
So, what are we going to hear the next 2 days?
I don't know.
Who are we meeting?
Aliens?
No, immigration is a very sensitive topic. But we do have a program that's out of this world. We are going to be talking about things like automating cloud security. We're also going to speak about self-healing or constructing self-healing continuous delivery pipelines. We're going to talk about the 5 quality metrics that you need. We're, of course, going to discuss things like IoT and edge and challenges there. And for that, we have invited people and speakers with expertise and experience in some of the largest startups and software engineering companies in the world, such as Google, LinkedIn, Uber.
Vesco, I think that's enough of us. I think it's time for us to let the show begin.